Leadership is never a straight road. It's a winding path, full of twists, turns, and time crunches. And welcome back to another episode of Coaching Talks, where we integrate business, work, and life into practical conversations for those who want to grow authentically. And today's topic is the winding path to leadership, a practical and a time management perspective. Now, there's a critical element reflecting a leader's role in today's workplace. The use of time is one of them, and the use of interpersonal skills is another. But it is time that we are focused on in this podcast. The ability for leaders and managers to deal with time wisely as they deal with people they serve. Now, this also means the ability for leader managers to change the way that they do things on a daily basis. As John C. Maxwell once said, you will never change your life until you change something you do daily. The secret of your success is found in your daily routine. Hi, I'm Richard Fontenay, and I'm pleased that you have joined us today. And if you are so inclined, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. And thank you for doing so. Now, let's walk together along this winding path to leadership and explore practical strategies that can help you manage time wisely, whether you're running a traditional team or building influence from your home office. We'll cover 5 key points today. Number 1, understand that leadership is a marathon and not a sprint. And number 2, prioritize what matters most, not what's most urgent. And number 3, time block your leadership energy, not just your hours. Number 4, build rhythms of reflection and renewal. Number 5, delegate, automate, and eliminate. And then we'll draw a conclusion and a call to action. First, understand that leadership is a marathon and not a sprint. Many leaders, especially new ones, try to do everything at once. They overcommit, overextend, and eventually burn out. And leadership is not about sprinting from one task to another. It's about pacing yourself for the long haul. A CEO who manages quarterly results must balance short-term pressures with long-term growth. A mid-level manager juggling projects must delegate effectively to avoid micromanagement. A home-based entrepreneur must structure days intentionally to avoid being always on and never fully present for his family. Now, here's a story about a small business owner who worked 14 hours a day, convinced this was what leadership really demanded. And over time, he discovered that slowing down, setting boundaries, and scheduling family dinners actually increased both his productivity and his team's respect for him. Number 2, prioritize what matters most, not what's most urgent. Now, we may have heard of Eisenhower matrix, urgent versus important. And if you haven't, check out our article on priority setting for the virtual coach in FontenayMagazine.com. The link is below. The point here is that true leadership means stepping off the hamster wheel of constant urgency and spending more time on what truly moves the needle. Leaders who carve time for strategy instead of drowning in emails lead companies that grow steadily. A manager who schedules weekly big picture reflection often finds solutions that prevent future crises. And parents working from home may need to consciously choose quality time with their kids over answering just one more email. Now here's a story about one of the things I found relating to my inbox. My inbox had become my boss. And by restructuring my day to handle email in 2 short blocks, I freed up a tremendous amount of thinking time. And that result, I found extra time to complete my podcast on time every time. And number 3, time block your leadership energy, not just your hours. Now, leadership requires energy, clarity, and presence, and not just clock management. Time blocking is powerful, but blocking according to your energy levels is transformational. Schedule your most demanding decisions in the morning when energy is high, for instance. Or hold team meetings when you're most focused, not when you're absolutely drained. And protect your personal recharge time the way you protect your client meetings. It's an investment in yourself. I once coached a leader who saved all his hardest calls for the end of the day when he was mentally exhausted. And shifting those calls to mid-morning changed not only his tone, but also the outcomes. His team and his family noticed the difference immediately. Why? Because he was able to focus on what matters most for his team, and his family was most appreciative as he came home on time for their family dinner. And number 4, build rhythms of reflection and renewal. Now, the winding path to leadership can feel chaotic unless we build pauses into the journey. Reflection is not wasted time. It's how we correct our course. And renewal is not selfish. It's how we sustain momentum. And leaders who practice quarterly off-site reflections often uncover opportunities that competitors miss. Team leaders who hold learning reviews instead of just status updates foster growth. And journaling at night or practicing mindfulness can center us for tomorrow's challenges. Now here's a story about a leader who started implementing a Friday reflection hour. He set aside 1 hour with no emails, no calls, just journaling what worked and what didn't. And over time, her insights reshaped the way she delegated and managed her team. And number 5, delegate, automate, and eliminate. Now, one of the greatest time management secrets is realizing that leadership is not about doing it all. It's about enabling others. Automate repetitive tasks, for instance, like reporting, so you can focus on direction and vision. Delegate projects to stretch team members, giving them opportunities to grow. Eliminating commitments that don't align with your values, because, every yes is a no to something else. Now here's a story about a home-based leader who felt guilty about outsourcing household tasks. But when she reframed it as freeing up energy for what matters most, she realized it was a leadership decision, not a weakness. Now, let's conclude and provide a call to action. The winding path to leadership will never straighten out completely. It will always have curves, detours, and time challenges. But with practical strategies, pacing yourself, prioritizing what matters, managing energy, reflecting regularly, and leveraging delegation, you can walk this path with greater clarity and confidence. And here's the call to action. This week, choose one time management shift, just one, and practice it daily. Whether it's blocking time for energy breaks, journaling, delegating, putting into action, and watch how your leadership journey begins to smooth out. Now, hopefully this podcast has given you some insight into the winding path to leadership and the practical strategies that can help you manage your time wisely. Let me know in the comments what you agree with and what you don't, and any other comments that you may have. And thank you for doing so. Now, let's meet again on our next coaching talk, where we'll explore how to use our critical mind without being judgmental. Now, this will take us deeper into how leaders can balance sharp thinking with compassion. I'm Richard Fontenay, signing off. And let's meet again next Wednesday, if not before. Bye now.